je déclare le 74e Festival de Cannes ouvert.
He's back on the red carpet here at Cannes for the third time running. Adam Driver has become a fixture on the French Riviera, and this year he's kicking off the festival, starring in its opening film Annette, alongside Marion Cotillard. This left-field musical comes from cult French director Leo Carax with music from Sparks. I'm off to meet Adam Driver himself to find out more for this edition of Encore in Cannes. Adam Driver, hello.
Hello.
You star in the film that's opening this year's Cannes Film Festival, Annette, and you're quite a regular here at Cannes. You were here last time for The Dead Don't Die, and on the red carpet for Black Klansman, which won the jury prize before that. And after the extraordinary year that we've all been through and the cinema industry's been through, how does it feel to be at Cannes again?
I mean, I want to say good, but I don't feel like that's a good enough word. It feels great. You know, this festival has always been, you know, my favorite one, and even before I came here, looked to it as the place where great movies are. So to be the opening film with this one in particular, with one that took 7 years of us kind of putting it together, clearly I haven't thought about it and what it means. I'm just kind of going with it.
But Anne has changed me. What I see in her is obvious. What she sees in me, it's a little more puzzling.
Now, your character in the film, Henry, has a complex relationship with the audience. As a stand-up comedian, he needs their laughter, he needs their applause. And I wondered how much you identify with that. How important is the public reception of your work to you?
Yeah, I guess it's important. I don't have any answer to that. I mean, it's good if they like it, but at the same time, it's not really. Or if they relate to it, but it's not. I don't think it's something I think about when we're making it, whether people will like it or not like it. I mean, but you know, I'm not trying to pretend that acceptance isn't something that is something that you look for, or that validates you and gives you confidence. But I don't know that that's necessarily a good thing. So I have no answer for that. I think that's something that you think about, you know, one of those things that you think about for a long time and never come to an answer, which is a big category of things. But I don't know.
It wasn't written really as a commentary on Hollywood, but just as one element that the characters kind of reflected more of what we feel is like a modern attitude towards celebrity, especially the way that Adam's character, Henry McHenry, is presented as kind of being kind of anti the traditional happy comedian, but just being kind of angry. I mean, that kind of represents more of what is going on nowadays in Hollywood, both as an actor but also as a comedian.
Honey, you're always dying.
Anne, Henry, how about a smile? Over here! How about a smile, Anne? Give us a smile, Anne! How about a smile? Give us a smile, please! Henry, please! In the frame, Henry! Count it off, Henry! In the frame, Henry!
Now, as well as starring in the film, you have a co-producing credit on Annette, and I wondered what it was that made you want to throw yourself in so wholeheartedly on that project, and how you found the experience.
Oh, I like that part of it. It kind of forces you to think practically while making something that's very abstract. Somehow in a film set, the actors are very removed from having to exercise that part of it, and I kind of enjoy knowing the technical obstacle that you're kind of up against. Of pigeons are migrating, so you only have 15 minutes to get a shot, or you run out of money because I don't know, someone lost it in a bag. Everybody else on set has to think about that and think practically and I kind of noticed that I do that anyway. It's a collaborative thing, so I don't enjoy feeling that I'm separate or removed from what a director is up against. If anything, I like to know so I can maybe help. I think it's a team sport, so it just seemed like a natural thing, and I really enjoyed it.
Léos Carax is a bit of a cult figure here in France, and I wondered what your perception of contemporary French cinema was before working with him, and has it changed?
No, I still look at French films as progressive and theatrical and beautiful and all things that would just sound like platitudes. But Léos, I think, is one of the greatest directors of all time, and to work with him on this was an instant yes. Just because I just love his films. His actors seem to have incredible freedom in them, and then working with him, I guess I've learned that that's true, but there also is a managing of when to push that freedom and when to rely on heavy choreography. And I enjoy that part of it too. There's no right way in doing something. It's captured chaos, and he has a good way of knowing when of balancing those two, almost simultaneously. Every time he seems to change the way he's working on the film within working on the film. You come in expecting something, and he's set it up to be completely different.
Everything will be all right. I promise it.
You've also worked with people who would be cited as references or heroes: Spike Lee, Martin Scorsese, and Clint Eastwood. When you were younger and getting into acting, who were the people that were real references for you who made you think, yes, I want to do that for a living?
Director-wise, Scorsese for me was the top of the pyramid as far as his films and how he talked about them, and as someone who was a huge inspiration to me. But you're right. All those people that you just listed were, Spike's movies, Jim's movies, Soderbergh. I've been really lucky to work with people that made me want to do it.
And I believe that you're not a fan of seeing yourself on screen. Will that change for Annette?
No. I've seen myself on screen before. I just don't. I don't have a phobia about it. I just don't. It doesn't seem to be helpful. My responsibility, I feel like, is when we were making it. And some people can watch themselves, and it's a good thing. They notice a habit or something that they want to do that they didn't think was working that actually was. But for me, it's permanent. It's film. It's very weird that way, where you do something instinctual or for a brief amount of time, and then it lasts forever. So when you watch it, I can't help but notice all the things that I want to change, but I have no control over it. So I try to set boundaries over what I can control and what I can't, and not drive myself or everyone else crazy with what could have been. Plus I know from theater that you can do it a million times, and always the last performance, you can do it for seven shows a week for months, and the last one is always the best. For whatever, and I don't want to be responsible for cherry picking what the story is. That's a director's job. But I was only responsible for showing up and saying the lines, and then if there's any problems with it, it's their fault. not mine.
Adam Driver, thank you very
All
much
right.
for your time.
Thank you very much.